Hi, my name is Erin Zamboulis, and I did a lesson plan for the fourth grade for math. And my lesson plan is called The Game of Life Math Edition. And the objective of this lesson is to have my students fully understand multi-digit whole numbers, how to multiply them, and know the place value of these whole numbers. Learn the value of a dollar, how to manage money, add, subtract, and count money. In result of learning this lesson, it will prepare them for their future understanding of mathematics, and it will help them through mathematic problems in their life as they become more independent with their money. The Arizona state standards that follow this lesson use place value, understanding, and properties to operate to perform multi-digit arithmetic. The standards that go along with this are 4OAA1, represent verbal statement of multiplicative comparisons of multiplication equations. Interpret a multiplication equation as a comparison. Another one is 4NBTA1. Apply concepts of place value, multiplication, and division to understand that in a multi-digit whole number, a digit in one place represents 10 times what it represents in the place to its right. And another one that also follows this lesson plan is 4NBTB4. Frequently add, subtract multi-digit whole numbers using a standard algorithm. And the anticipatory set and building background of this lesson plan. First, I will tell each student to pick their job title out of a box, and each job title will have their monthly salary. Each student will then have to figure out how much money they make annually. They will then continue playing the game of life. With each life lesson that they go through, they had to figure out how much they have to pay each month on their expenses and how much they have left over to play, to add in if they want something like extra food, fast food. We all do it. There will also be curveballs thrown into this lesson plan. Like, say their car breaks down, they have an extra expense for that month, or hospital bills, things like that. I will hook my students by telling them that they are learning and playing a game on their life, about their life. They get to buy what they want, the house, the car. We all know we have that dream car. Being able to play that game will get their mind creative along with their math because they are interested in those things. Figuring this stuff out at a young age is also helpful and prepares them to think what they need in life and what they don't really need in life, especially when they're budgeting their money. So, instructional input to teach each student that what they are supposed to do. I will first explain it with a demonstration so every student understands what we are doing for this lesson. I will also be walking around the classroom to help students who may need help and to talk with each of my students to see how everything is going, to interact with them, and have fun playing the game of life, Math Edition. This also gets students to work in groups and socialize with their groups. We will have toy cars for the games like Hot Wheels or just those plastic ones. Also cards that explain their bills, their monthly bills, and depending on what house they choose, electric, all that stuff. Each student will also get fake money for their income to know how much to spend and what they can and cannot buy throughout the game. And then I will randomly throw in the curveballs like I explained. in the beginning. That way they know how to be budgeting their money, because they never know what's going to be thrown at them shortly. And the differential of instructions, I will adjust the game as we go. With this game of life, I will try to help the students that need more help, and the students who are advanced in math will get harder questions and a harder worksheet. The choices will be for students to pick out which house they want, but most should be like price. They'll say them, and some will have a higher, some will have a lower budget. So with students that I know are gifted, they'll be in one section of the card, and they'll be able to pick that. The good thing about this game is that everyone is in groups and learning while playing with each other. The worksheets can also be adjusted with ELL and gifted students, depending on the problems. If they are advanced in math, the problems can be harder, and then I can adjust the worksheets to a suitable level for ELL, or the right math level for that student. Checking for understanding. Each student will have a worksheet they will need to complete during the game of life that has the math problems on it, and they had to put down their equation for each question to figure out how much money they have, etc. This way I know they understand it after they turn in the assignment. I will also be walking around the classroom listening to my students talk to one another to see what they are doing. This way I can jump in where I am needed. For conclusion of my lesson, they will turn in their assignment for the game of life. During that week, I will have bell ringers as problems. And these will mainly probably be like word problems to explain basically life. So word problems mainly will be good for this game. I will also be walking around the classroom, listening to my students talk to one another and see what they are doing. That way it gives us interaction. And then as the bell ringers, they turn those in at the end of the week. That way I know what we need to be practicing, and who needs help, what areas I need to work on as a teacher. And yeah. And then at the end of the week, they will have a quiz or test on what they have learned throughout that week. For independent practice, the bell ringers of the lessons that we went through, like I was saying, the word problems mainly will probably work for this game. There will be the worksheets to complete during the game that they will have to turn in. We will also be doing more together as a class throughout the week. Then they will take the quiz or the test at the end of the week to tell me who has mastered this lesson. So that's the end of my lesson. I am very excited to be able to do this lesson with my students one day when I become a teacher, and I hope you guys will do it also. This can be done in any age group, I think. Tweak it, make it that grade level. They will have fun. It interacts with everybody, and it's great. So yay, excited. Thank you.